Alors, on atterrit où?
Damn it, smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter, get inside.
Oh non, pas encore ça! Ah, je suis censé faire quoi? Ah. Rends-moi ma vie, merci.
Iris and her father. So this is when he started smoking. A beer tankard, but there was vodka in it, drained to the last drop. A marriage contract between Iris and Olgierd.
Donc là, lui, il monte le contrat de mariage, mais avant de faire quoi que ce soit, je vais changer un truc. Ah, les vaches, ça me paraît pas mal, ça. Voilà.
Not quite. Memory's still incomplete.
Ah oui, mais il faut que je le
Not
remplisse.
right.
Faut que je le remplisse. Il y a un moyen de remplir la coque d'Olgierd ou pas? Je pense que oui. Non, attends, je vais voir.
So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me, till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Ah!
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me, you shall stay here, forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
Father! Father! No!
Ah merde! Il a tué le père!
Servants, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
Ah merde, effectivement.
How you like that silver?
Then Von Everett ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
I remember. We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
You do the rest.
Small bowl. For soup, maybe? A large clay bowl.
Le plateau, il va là.
Perfect match. I think this was yours.
Voilà, et le petit bol pour la
There we
mignette.
go. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Olgierd von Everec failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
His spectre now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance. We're almost at our journey's end.
Oh bordel. Puis j'ai rien d'autre en épée d'argent. Je suis pas dans la merde.
What's there?
Iris von Everec's greatest fear.
My dearest wife. Letters from Olgierd to Iris. Were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade. Especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you wither. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times. Olgierd.
Wesh!
You're not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place. I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
For Olgierd?
I thought he'd returned. To me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met. I don't recall. I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time, I dried it and placed it in our chamber at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more.
Eh ben c'est parfait.
And I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the sketchbook on my grave, I remembered learning to draw my husband's face. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
Your husband's got a powerful enemy. Gaunter O'Dim. Know the name?
I curse the day I first heard it.
Who is he, and how'd he step into your lives?
It's my fault. It was for me Olgierd summoned the Man of Glass. And it was my fault he wished for riches than immortality for us both. Olgierd will best O'Dim, won't he? Now tell me, how is my husband?
Ça, je le dirai pas, par contre.
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart he's unhappy.
At heart he is stone, so nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me?
Oui.
What did he say?
Not much, but I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
A friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose, feelings we witchers call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case.
Je crois
Horrible.
pas que ce soit ça l'analogie, meuf.
Need to be honest, if I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
Au moins il est honnête. On peut lui
I
reconnaître
don't
ça.
wish to suffer any longer. But I fear there will be cold and darkness until there is nothing at all.
I need the rose. Will you give it to me?
It's so fragile. Look, the petal edges have turned crimson, as they were on the day I received it. The one thing missing is the single drop of dew which slid down the leaf when I took the rose in hand. Or was it blood? Because I pricked my finger? I can't remember. You know, I never did read the letter from Olgierd. I didn't have to. And I needn't have kept the flower he left me. I've come to a decision.
Ok.
I shall give you the rose.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for freeing us.
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass. Stand in his way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
Glass that can't be broken?
So long.
Iris.
I'll remember you, Iris von Everec.
That no longer matters. Farewell.
Repose en paix. C'est tout ce que tu mérites. Merde, par où j'étais entré déjà? On peut pas grimper là-dessus? Non. Ah merde alors, par où j'étais arrivé déjà? Parce que là, ils me disent de sortir par là, mais il n'y a pas de sortie là. Putain de GPS de merde. Ah non merde, faut que... là je suis le jardin de derrière. Faut que j'aille dans l'autre jardin. Faut que je peux pas aller par là. Oh, fait chier. Et merde à la fin. Bon, comment je... Pourquoi comment? Faut que je rentre et que je ressorte, c'est ça? Ouais, je crois que c'est ça. dois aller par où? Non mais là c'est d'où je viens. Ah voilà, j'étais entré par là. Là c'est où j'ai affronté le gardien là, le gardien de mes couilles. Ah, je peux pas sauter par-dessus, je peux... Oh bordel. Je suis en train de me rendre ouf cette quête de merde. Je te jure que je vais hurler. C'était juste là. Et les magies.
Faster.
Un panneau, merci mon Dieu.
Ye seek trouble? Don't.
Who will protect us poor from the cutthroats? Who, I ask?
Matter where the grubs.
Oh putain.
Ye seek trouble? Don't. It'll point.
Oh.
Down sits in the old oak tree, so inside it never down greedy stuff.
Je vais chialer.
Used to be wagons showed on market days, loaded with all kinds of fat, not local dog.
Midges report. Ah, dumb oaf.
Je vais chialer.
Greeting.
Salute. As ha.
Take a peek.
We'll meet again. I know this. Ha ha! Mountains don't move.
Merde, c'est pas ce que je voulais faire.
Farewell.
We'll meet.
Pourquoi tu veux pas me parler, le pauvre? Qu'est-ce que je t'ai fait? On va te faire foutre, je vais aller voir ta concurrence.
Geralt.
My nan went to see the witch again. She's chanting. I tell you, sucking the life from
So you're that. You ain't?
Let me have a...
Ah merde, il faut que je le fasse. Il faut que je le fasse. Ok.
You ain't safe?
Let me have a look.
Merci. Je sentais que j'étais en train de m'énerver là. Attraper un ulcère pour un putain de forgeron de merde. Bon.
2 points, and be quick about it.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draft.
Geralt, over here.
Tiens, toi.
Oi, wait your looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Hey now, don't make me beg. My treat.
J'ai peur.
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible.
Ok, donc
Controlling it offers so many
on n'est pas sur un simple mage s'il peut manipuler le putain de
like
temps.
spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
You actually control time, or is this just some conjurer's trick?
What difference does it make?
A big one.
Let us say, time has always fascinated me. So I taught myself how best to use it.
Why time of all things?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
Who are you really?
Gaunter O'Din, also known...
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
That'd be downright noble if you didn't always demand something in return.
Law of the market. I was not the one to coin the phrase, nothing comes free.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Oui.
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, because we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Ilvani.
Oh.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared. End quote.
C'est vrai qu'il a dit ça.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand. That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
Ah!
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my suit? I was waiting. Had an eye out for you. Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
I'm a witcher. Superhuman quickness. Just one of my many qualities.
You tossed this fly in my suit?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Ilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Ilvani's temple. Got it?
Aye, got it. Hold there!
Quoi, qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Your friend, the medic. She were here.
Ah, Shani, ok.
Thanks.
Je vais aller la voir. Elle va sûrement me demander un truc. C'est une espèce de tradition.
Oh, did you see? Bloke literally dropped dead.
You were there, alive, a moment ago.
Blind.
Hmm. Shani, salut.
Shani.
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Tu vas me demander un truc, c'est ça? Je parie que c'est ça.
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What?
Oh.
When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but... I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
Ah, c'est cool ça.
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn them down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
Ouais, c'est sûr. Ah merde!
Reconsider and stay.
Geralt, what for?
Putain, j'ai appuyé trop vite, j'étais sûr que ça reviendrait au...
It was nice. But you have your life and I have mine.
J'ai ripé, Shani. Détends-toi.
You know that as well as I do.
Well, you take care of yourself.
You too, Geralt.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows it.
Et donc?
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslock, claims Olgierd von Everett met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll go together. Redanian guards all over the academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
So how are things at the academy these days?
You mean since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind? So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
Et a priori, la prochaine partie, ce sera la dernière. Ça m'étonnerait que la quête fasse plus d'1 heure.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno, eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass, not like to steal nothing.
All right. But alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Bien qu'elle dise ça devant les gardes, tu sais.
Let me in.
A plus, Shani. On se reverra pas à l'intérieur. De quoi tu parles? Putain. Ah. Oh, magnifique. Du début à la fin du jeu, je pète les boules un peu. C'est fou quand même, quel que soit leur niveau.
Geralt! Psst! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Grab the line!
Où est-ce que t'as trouvé une corde?
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shani. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me.
C'est ça.
If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
All right. Be seeing you.
Ah d'accord, ceux-là je peux les tuer, très bien. Toi d'abord. C'est quoi cette blague? C'est quoi cette putain de blague? Ah. Oh non, je reviens là. Good. Si t'étais encore tombé. Ok, donc ce jeu se fiche de moi.
Locked tight. Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe?
Ok. Ça, il y a quoi que je monte ici en fait? Rien. d'accord. Ah, peut-être que j'étais censé la casser. Oui, c'est ça. J'aurais pas dû faire ça.
Franco? Is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock?
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, no, no. Out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
Oh?
What demon?
Feigned ignorance. Please. You know. Gaunter O'Dim. Evil incarnate.
He didn't send me, but he is why I'm here. I'm a witcher.
A mutant. Yeah. Could be.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years in many cultures under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings I went blind, yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims. He thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
He told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating, that was. I was blind already, but saw clearly. He smiled. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, he said.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Ah, d'accord.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him?
Brilliant deduction. But you guessed why. You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and Odin, a meeting at a crossroads. A wish, a pact signed in blood, and a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. Odin delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world.
Oh.
His betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
Wow. Wow.
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It's worse. Many illnesses are treatable. Play with evil, medicine can be much harder to find.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No, no. Deduce, Witcher. Odin acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of Odin? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he?